Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'll be doing a speech on teenagers and criminal gangs. What comes to your mind when you hear about an illegal reunion? Is it peace? Is it love? Is it unity? Will you smile and praise the heavens because a gang is operating in your neighborhood? Or should you be worried about our teenage children when a gang colonizes your neighborhood? An article by Elegant in New York Times, December 22, 2016, described Chicago's gang violence as bored, broke, and armed. That raises a question: are all children safe? The paper provided other details such as death toll and related gang murders, many shooting incidents, drug trafficking, and other forms of immoral acts, which should be, using bats and whatnot to like break into cars, break into houses, break windows, use knives, use scissors, whatever to stab people. The major issue in this discussion are the youth vulnerable to joining these gangs? If so, what are the factors that lead them to subscribe to be a gang member? The aim of this presentation is to make the audience understand the risk factor of a teenager joining criminal gangs. Reason number one. Number one cause of teenagers subscribing to a gang is because of the peer influence and perceived social status. Local people fear gangs because of their criminal activities. That social fear that gangs instill in people make the teenagers want to associate themselves with them. In other literature, some other teenagers join gangs because of supposed protection from other gangs. It makes you feel a little bit more comfortable that you won't be messed with other people. This incident usually follows on an assault by a gang. As a way to prevent future assaults and ensure maximum security within your own gang, the teenagers choose to be members of a particular gang. I remember the days when I was a child and my mom never wanted to ground me or punish me. I would run to my father because my mom really respected him and she wouldn't do anything bad to me in front of him. The second reason is peer pressure. For other teenage gang members in Vigil 2010, more often than not, people say that if you show them your friend, they can show you who you really are. I do believe that this is true because friends are the biggest social influence in the life of a teenager. Peer pressure always comes as a risk factor in the life challenges among teenagers. Now, peer pressure can be with a lot of things. Like I said, they can hand you a bat, and you have all your friends saying, hey, go break this window, go break into this car, go get this, go get that. And if you have everyone telling you, then you're gonna fall into that temptation and that peer pressure to do it, which could also be with alcohol as well, which many teenagers nowadays fall into that type of peer pressure, underage drinking. Some of the gang members have guns, money, and they do whatever they want. The teenager who is looking for a new side of life will definitely get carried away in that type of lifestyle. Some members enjoy similar privileges as easy access to firearms, drugs, and security. What else can a young person desire in life? Now, the third reason is one of the most important reasons. The third reason is poor parenting. It plays a very important role in shaping the behavior of young children as well as teenagers, Bell 2009. Poor parenting, such as absent parents leaving the children with lack of sense of direction. Now, if you're a young kid, boy or girl, and you don't have your parents around as much, you're not really gonna know what's good and what's bad. So that's why that verse right there is really important. Lack of sense of direction. I believe that plays a big role. Parents play a bigger role in modeling the behavior of their children. When parents closely monitor their children, they can know the behaviors of their children and the kind of company they keep. Parents who do not take interest of whereabouts of their children leave them to make personal decisions, which in most cases are poor and under peer pressure. Such teenagers are likely to join gangs because no one is available to teach them. The parents always act as moderators of the behavior of their children. Consciously, gang membership and gang activities are a matter of social concern. The teenage population is at risk of becoming gang members. The gang preys on the teenagers because they are gullible. However, we have highlighted that the teenagers that join gangs because of perceived social status and security, peer pressure, and poor parenting. Now, I hope you guys had a good understanding on why it's not good to join gangs and how it's just becoming easier and easier nowadays for young men and women to be joining gangs. Thank you.